Hello, friends. What is up? We gotta wait the 3 minutes so we can get this baby on the website. Let's see. How would this look? Can you see me? If I do that like that, are you gonna be able to see my head? Yes. Queens, get it. Okay. Move you guys back a little bit. And then in like 2 minutes, we'll get this going on the website. Moving it back so you can see more of me. Beautiful, we love to see it. Okay. I don't have anyone on at this moment, which is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Okay. No, YouTube, don't do that. Let's go do not disturb on these bad boys. Okay, 2 más minutos until we can get this on the website. Do we have any friends yet? We have 1 friend. Hello, we're gonna get started in a couple minutes. All right, let's see about this. Ooh, 3 friends, hello. We're still live. Okay, we're gonna give it another minute to make sure we're actually on the website. And then we'll get started. Oh, and then you're gonna fall over. We love that for us, yes. Cool, almost there, almost there. We're almost there. And then there was 1, it's okay. Alrighty. Yep, give me just a minute. We're gonna get started at 5 o'clock. I wish I could see the chat. I wonder if this will let me see the chat. Chat viewing options, live chat. Cool beans. Okay, 4 friends, yay. All right, we're gonna wait just a second to make sure that we are on the actual website like we're supposed to be. And then we'll get started. I have to wait until it runs for 3 minutes, which is happening like now. So stay on, let me make sure that it's what it's supposed to be and we'll get started. Dope, we are ready to get started. Okay guys, roll out your mats. What are we thinking today? I'm thinking either like ass and abs or inversions, but they kind of do both. So maybe we'll just do both, yeah? Let's get started. So find your way onto your mats, like so, like that. We're gonna get started today lying on your backs in Shavasana. So when you're ready, go ahead, lie down on your back. Find your way onto your mat. Start to breathe deeply in through your nose, out through your mouth. A couple more rounds of breath just like that. Starting to get deeper into the breath. Letting your body relax down into the earth in your opening Shavasana. Your arms, your legs, your fingers, your toes relax. Your eyes shut down. Finding your way to some stillness before we start. As you're breathing here, letting go of whatever happened before you stepped onto your mat. Not worried about what comes next. Just letting yourself melt a little deeper into the earth. And then as you're ready, let's seal your lips closed. Begin to breathe in and out through your nose, finding your ujjayi, your breath of fire. Inhaling through the nose, maybe pausing at the top as you fill your lungs with breath, and then exhaling out the nose. Let's go 2 more rounds of breath just like that, continuing to wake up the body. Inhales are nice and long, exhales are complete to match, getting rid of the old air, making room for the new air. Go 1 more round of breath on your own. Awesome, and then on your next inhale, take a good morning stretch. Arms and legs reach long, toes point, fingers reach. I always yawn here, I don't know why. Exhale, pull your knees into your chest for a hug. Maybe rock a little side to side, release your low back. Beautiful. We're going to take an early supine twist, arms tee out wide to the sides, drop your knees down over to the right. Gaze goes over your left shoulder for that twist. Beautiful, so as we're here, letting the left hip stack on top of the right, letting the left shoulder press into the earth, feeling this twist deeply. Take 1 more round of breath here. And then on your inhale, let's roll back onto your spine. Exhale, twist, second side, knees drop over to the left, gaze goes over the right shoulder. So in your twists, you want to make sure that hips are stacking one on top of each other, and then the shoulder is pressing into the earth. So you want a really big twist between the hips and the shoulders. Sometimes we just hang out here. Really feel this in your body. 1 more round of breath. And then inhale back onto your back, knees into the chest. Let's set your heels down right behind the glutes. We're going to take an early bridge. So hands can reach toward the heels like you're going to tickle your heels, or they can reach up and back toward the wall behind you. As you press into your heels, lift your butt up off the ground. Awesome. So instead of letting your core relax here, I want you to keep the core engaged. You're tucking your tailbone under. You're squeezing your butt to lift this up. Not super hard with the squeeze, but your butt is definitely active. Awesome. Feel a couple rounds of breath. Feel everything start to kick on. Nice. Let's hang out for 2. Let's hang out for 1. Drop your hips back down to the mat. Pull your knees back into your chest, early happy baby. Grab the outside edges of your feet. Pull your knees down toward the earth on the sides of your body. Maybe rock a little side to side. Opening up through the low back. Maybe if you're feeling bendy, you can extend one leg or the other for a half straddle. Nice. All right, and let's grab behind the thighs. Begin to rock and roll up and down the length of your mat. Gain some momentum, and then we're gonna meet on your butt bones for a high boat. I'm still rocking the high boat for our core. So pull your knees into your chest, straighten out through your back, relax your shoulders, just hang out here. Don't let the knees bow open, try to squeeze them together. Nice, nothing too hard though. Don't spend too much of your energy on that inner thigh, right? Breathe. Maybe you move the feet a little. We're just waking up through the core. On your inhale, I want it to take 3 breaths to lower you down to a low boat. So go nice and slow. Start to extend. Keep extending. Keep extending. Shoulder blades and heels stay off the mat. Feel your core engage. Yes, your butt's also engaged. This whole part of your body through the trunk is working. And then start to lift back up into your high boat. Slowly, 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 slowly. Check in with yourself here. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, lower, slowly. Go slower. Go slower. Sit in it. Find your way to your low boat. Hang out for just a second. And then just as slowly start to accordion yourself back up into your high boat. Go slower, go slower, go slower. You're not there yet. You're not there yet. Now you're there. Whew. We're going 1 more time. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Slowly start to lower. You got it. That's it. Right there. Keep going, keep going. You're not there yet. Now you're there. Hang out here for 5, 4. Belly squeezing in. 3, 2. Slowly up to high boat on 1. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Core engages. Yes. Grab behind your thighs. Rock and roll. Meet me in a tabletop pose. Woo. Cross over the ankles. Hands and knees down to the mat. Wasn't that fun? Didn't we enjoy that? Beautiful. Into your tabletop pose. Spread your fingers wide. Grip down through your fingertips. Start to move your body any way that feels good. There are no rules in yoga in general, but especially in my class. I like to take this all the way. This isn't really an upward facing dog. It's kind of a mix between an up dog and a cobra. And then my exhales, I like to take all the way back, almost to a child's pose. Yeah, find any movement that feels good through your body. I like a little side-to-side action for the hips, the IT bands. Whatever feels good. That's it. As you're ready, we're going to add some breath to your movement. Inhales, begin to drop your belly. Lift your gaze, cow pose. Exhales, push the earth away. Round through your spine, hang your head for cat. Inhale, drop the belly. Feel the stretch on the core as you arch through your back. As you exhale, the movement starts in your hands. Press into the earth. Begin to round through the shoulders. Take it through the spine. Hang your head. Feel the stretch along your back line. 3 more rounds on your own. Connect the breath. Inhales, drop the belly. Exhales, round the spine. 2 more. One more breath. Go slow. And then back to your neutral tabletop. Back is flat. If you're anything like me, you have a natural sway in your back, so your tabletop could look like that. I want you to engage your core. I want you to flatten out through the back, make sure it's a true neutral. On your next inhale, your right arm reaches up and open to the side. Open up your chest. Exhale, thread the needle. Reach the right arm under your body over to the left. Let the temple come down to the ground as well as the shoulder. Going for twists today. So maybe you wrap the left arm around your back. You're reaching for your right hip crease. You're using that to pull the left shoulder up and open. So instead of staying collapsed down here, you're using that grip to open up through the shoulder. Hang out for 2 breaths. And then hang out for 1 breath. Left hand plants back down by the face. Big inhale. Sweeps the right arm up and open again. Exhale, tabletop. Plant both hands. Inhale, left arm. Sweep it up and open. Exhale, thread the needle, shoulder and temple all the way down to the mat. There it is right there. Same option to wrap the right arm around the back. Same thing, you're pulling the right shoulder up and back, opening through the chest as you keep the hips square, finding that twist, even that stretch along the back of the shoulders. Hang out for 2. Hang out for 1. Inhale, reaches the arm up. Exhale, plants the right hand down by the face. Sweep the left arm up and open on the inhale. Exhale, tabletop. On your next inhale, right arm extends forward like you're shaking my hand. Left leg extends back behind you. Now, right here, if your back is doing all the work, if you look like this, engage your core, find a flat back. Inhale, stay right here. Exhale, crunch the elbow to the knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch, feel the core. Inhale, extend. Last one, we hold. Exhale, crunch, hold the elbow to the knee for 3. You're still in your crunch for 2, spine is rounding for 1. Inhale, extend long. Bend the top knee, wrap the right arm around, tiger pose. Kick into the hand, use the left hand to press the earth away. Maybe you open up, look over the right shoulder. 1 more breath. Inhale, re-extend everything out long. Exhale, set the right hand down, keep the left leg lifted, keep the left heel pointing back. We're gonna get the butt engaged, so we're gonna go little up, little down pulses with the left leg for 10, 9, 8, 7, remove the swing, let your muscles do the work. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set the left knee down, rock a little side to side, redistribute the weight. On your next inhale, left arm extends long, right leg goes long behind you. Same thing, if your back is doing all the work, engage the core, tuck the tailbone under. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, extend. Last one we hold. Exhale, crunch. Hold the elbow at the knee for 3. Pushing the earth away with the right hand, rounding the spine for 2. Squeeze the belly for 1. Inhale, extend. Tiger pose, lifted knee bends, left hand wraps around to grab the foot, kick into it. Open up through the chest, press the earth away with the bottom hand. Maybe look up and over the left shoulder. 1 more breath. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, sets the left hand down. Nice. Same thing. Keep the right leg extended. We're gonna pulse, little up, little down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, keep the core engaged. 3, 2, 1, set both knees down. Awesome. Keep everything just as it is. Tuck your toes under. We're not going to downward facing dog, we're finding a beast pose. So, tuck your toes under, lift your knees just a tiny bit off the mat. I'm talking less than an inch. Let your weight come forward. Let the shoulders stack over the wrists. Awesome. Feel your belly suck in. Rounding through your upper spine. All that's doing is taking weight into the hands, allowing the legs to hover. Hang out here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay in your beast. Lift the left leg up and kick it back. Keep the right knee hovering off the ground for 3, 2, 1. Back to beast. Kick the right leg back. Keep the left knee hovering for 3, 2, 1. Back to beast. Downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Take a couple rounds of breath here. In your downward facing dog, opening up through your body. Anywhere that feels good. Make sure you guys can still see me when I'm standing. Oh yes, beautiful. Can you see me up here? Yes. In your downward facing dog, take 2 more rounds of breath. Find any movement that feels good. Open up through the body. Maybe you walk your dog. Bending one knee, lengthening the other. Let's go 1 more round of breath. In your downward facing dog. Good, everything's good with the phone. And then find some stillness in your down dog. So, like I've got you by the hips and I'm pulling you up and back, I want you to feel this. Press your hands into the earth. Find more space between your hands and your chest. You're squeezing your shoulder blades together, presenting your chest a little closer to your thighs. Nice. Your heels are sinking down to the floor like I'm grabbing you from the ankles and pulling you down. Yes, you're flexing your feet so hard you may find the balls of your feet pressing into the ground as your toes hover off the ground. Your hips are lifting up. You're flaring your hip bones out slightly so the knees have a slight inward turn. That's giving the hips a slight outward turn. Beautiful. If you're locking out any joints, soften them. Take a moment to enjoy your down dog. It's a great stretch. On your next inhale, send your gaze forward. Baby steps, begin to walk your feet to your hands. Go slow, tiptoe. We're still going. We're not there yet. You're not rushing it. Beautiful. Once you're there, ragdoll forward fold. Feet separate for balance. Your knees soften. Don't allow them to lock. Upper body hangs over the thighs. So here, just like before, let's pull some weight into the balls of your feet. Let your heels become light and then feel the availability to lengthen through your legs a little bit more. Arms are doing whatever feels good. I like them to just hang on the ground, but you can grab for opposite elbows to get a little deeper. If you want to open up through your heart, maybe interlace them behind the back, pull them up and over, whatever works for you today. Let's go 1 more round of breath in your ragdoll. Hands release down toward the ground. Heel toe your feet together, big toes come to touch. Keep a sliver of light in between your heels. On the inhale, we halfway lift. Hands might stay on the ground, or they might come to the shins, back is flat. Exhale, forward fold again, even deeper. Your body is heavy, your upper body hangs like a zombie on your inhale. Start to roll up to a stand. Let the arms hang from the shoulders, let the head hang from the neck. Still rolling, still rolling, still rolling. Once you're nice and tall, roll the shoulders back and down to arrive in your space. Awesome. Shoulders roll back and down. Hands down by the sides, palms face forward. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Don't let any of your joints lock out. Keep that sliver of light in between the heels as the big toes press together. You're feeling that slight inward rotation of the knees causing the flaring out of the hips. Breathe. 1 breath. Inhale, sweeps your arms up high overhead, hands meet in prayer. Exhale, brings prayer palms down to heart center. Press your thumbs against your chest. Let your heart beat against your thumbs. Close down your eyes. Take a moment to arrive in your space. Thanking your body for showing up, thanking your consciousness for showing up, your brain connecting, mind, body, spirit, breath, all that jazz. On your next inhale, eyes flicker open, arms sweep up again. Exhale, open arm twist, send the right arm back, look over the right thumb. Pull your right hip forward so this twist comes from your midsection. Inhale, sweeps both arms up high to the sky. Exhale, twist, left arm back, look over the left thumb, same thing, pull the hip back forward. Inhale, sweeps the arms up high. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your hips, begin to fall. Halfway lift, inhale. High plank, exhale, plant your hands, step your feet back. High plank, make it a good one. Suck your belly in toward your spine. Press the earth away with your hands around through the upper back. Beautiful. Let the heels stack over the toes. It might feel like you're leaning forward. Breathe. Awesome. From here, keep everything pressing down into the earth. If you need to modify, knees come down, but I want you to challenge yourself. Do more than you think you can do. Lift the right heel up off the mat. We're gonna pulse, little up, little down. Stay in your plank, don't let the butt lift for 10, 9, 8, 7, stay with me, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the right heel lifted. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, crunch it forward, make the connection. Hold for 2, hold for 1. Inhale, send it back, stay in the plank. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, make the connection. Hold for 2, hold for 1, send it back, high plank. Awesome. Inhale, lift the left leg, stay in the plank. Lift the left leg high enough that you feel this happen in your butt. Little up, little down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, stay with me, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep it lifted. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, send it back. Stay in your plank. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Touch and hold for 3, 2, 1. High plank. Drop the knees. Butt stays lifted. Chest and chin come down. Knees, chest, chin. On your inhale, baby cobra. Belly slithers down to the earth. Chest lifts. Make sure your back is doing all the work here. Wiggle your fingers off the mat. Woo! Good evening. Let's take 2 more rounds of breath here. Let's strengthen a little bit more through the back. Lift a little higher. Maybe the arms come back behind you. 1 more breath. Downward facing dog. Tuck your toes. Lift your hips up and back. On your next inhale, gaze goes forward. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold, exhale. Inhale, mountain pose, rise up. Arms reach up overhead as you go. Exhale, open arm twist. Send the right hand back. Look over the thumb. Inhale, center. Both arms lift. Exhale, twist. Left hand back. Look over the thumb. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward, fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale, plant your hands. Step or hop it back. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. 1 more time through your sun A's. Inhale, gaze forward. Step or hop, feet to hands on the exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold, exhale. Big inhale, rise, mountain pose. Sweep the arms up high overhead. Exhale, open arm twist. Right arm back, look over the thumb. Inhale, center, both arms lift up. Exhale, twist, left arm back, look over the thumb. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale. Plant the hands. Step or hop it back. Low push up. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog is where we meet on the exhale. Take a breath. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. That's it. On your inhale, send your gaze forward. Step or hop the feet to the hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold, exhale. Big toes are touching. Sliver of light in between the heels. Knees squeeze together. Drop your butt, chair pose. Rise with bent knees. Sink your weight into your heels. Tailbone is tucking under, so you're trying to remove this weight from your back. Awesome, rocking the weight back into the heels. Feel your core engage, feel your butt engage. Sink down a little lower. Awesome, you guys got this. Shoulders relax into their sockets, biceps up by the ears. Gaze is lifted. Do not let your gaze lower. Sink down a little lower. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. You're in this for you. Hold for 1. Arms come back behind you. Chair plane or turbo chair. I want you to lift up onto your toes. I want you to keep the butt down, maybe even sink down lower. 3, 2, 1. Begin to lengthen the legs. Try to keep the heels lifted. We're going for diver pose. Yes, drop the chest, lengthen the legs, keep the heels up off the mat, squeeze everything together, helps. Hold for 2, hold for 1, sink down onto your butt for core. Awesome, find your way to a high belt pose, we're here. Squeeze your knees together again, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Hands interlace, love guns or steeple grip. Awesome, we're gonna do some Charlie's Angels. So I want you to tap your hands down to the side. Make physical connection with the floor. Inhale, pull it to center. Maybe get a little tap, center, tap, center. Your lower body stays still. You're moving, right? Tap, center. Do it with me. Tap, center. For 10, 9. Keep the chest proud. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High boat. Release the arms, reach back. You're getting a little bit of a break. It's not really a break. Lie down onto your back. Lift the legs up. We're going to do crunches with straight legs. Bring the arms back behind the head. You're lifting your whole shoulder blades up off the ground. So 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Keep it going. Keep the legs straight for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the upper body down. It's the legs that are going to lift. Just a little up, little down. No rocking back and forth. I want your core doing all the work. Reverse crunches. Lift and lower the tailbone for 8. Lower. 7. Lower. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Drop your feet down, come into a bridge. Lift your tailbone up off the ground. Awesome. We're going to do glute bridges. We're doing ass and abs today. You're welcome. So, you're in your bridge right now. Your glutes are, I'm going to say mildly active. So I want you to squeeze your butt as hard as you can. Squeeze as hard as you can, and then I want you to completely relax it, and then I want you to find a happy middle ground. Use your core to tuck the tailbone under. Awesome. We're going to lower down to a hover. We are not letting your butt touch the ground. I want you to hover and lift. Squeeze your butt at the top, hover, and lift. For 10, lift. 9, lift. 8, go higher. 7, lift. 6, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lift, lower down. Grab behind your thighs, rock and roll. Meet me in a downward facing dog. All the way to the top of your mat. Eventually you roll over the ankles and then you hop your feet back and then you're there. Yes. On your next inhale, lift your right leg, three-legged dog. Sink your left heel down into the mat. Flex the right foot, keep the hips square, breathe. Lift the right leg a little higher. Use your glutes to take it there. Awesome, lift the right leg a little higher, squeezing your right glute a lot. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, crunch it forward. Inhale it up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, twist. Inhale it up and back. Exhale, steps the right foot in between the hands, high crescent lunge. Right knee is bent, back leg is long and strong, back heel is lifted, heel is stacking over the big toe. Bend deeper into your right knee. Awesome. You should feel this firing up through your right glute. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Use your core to tuck your tailbone under just a little bit, sink down lower. You should feel both of your butt cheeks working. So the left cheek is just squeezing to straighten the leg. The right outer butt is working to bend the knee a little deeper. Hang out for 2. Hang out for 1. Warrior 2. Spiral the back heel down, open up. Keep the right knee bending super deep. If it's collapsing in, I want you to pull it open until you feel the outer hip fire on. Extend the arms wide, breathe. Bend a little deeper through the right knee. I know you're feeling it, I'm feeling it. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Right arm goes up and back. Keep the right knee bent. Exhale, side angle, reach forward. Tick-tock your arms to 12 and 6 on a clock. Do not let the hips relax. Use your butt to tuck your tailbone under your body. Keep the right knee pressing out instead of collapsing in. 1 more round of breath. Inhale, star pose, lift up. 2 straight legs, 2 straight arms. Tuck your tailbone under your body. It's not subtle, it's a full-on pelvic thrust. Arms reach up high. Toes out, heels in. Got it, sit down low. Keep your tailbone tucking under. Awesome, don't let it collapse back. Don't let your hands touch the thighs. Yes. Hang out, maybe dance a little. It's okay, it's just yoga. Give a little bounce up and down. You can bounce to the wonderful lawnmowers outside. Hang out for 3. Hang out for 2. Hang out for 1. Inhale, star pose. Pivot your toes in, your heels out. Wide leg forward fold. Find your way there. Use this time to stretch out. Find a couple rounds of breath. Let's go one more round of breath right here. Hands come to your hips. Inhale, star pose, rise up with a flat back. Exhale, warrior two, bend the right knee. Inhale, reverse your warrior again, send the right arm up and back. Listen carefully. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down to the mat. We're finding a standing split. Adjust as needed. Lift the left leg off the mat. Feel your left glute fire on. So your hips stay square. Your lifted leg, the glute is very active to help you lift even higher. Maybe you wrap an arm around a standing leg. Squeeze your left glute as high as you can. I want you to look for your left toes. It should be difficult to find it. Squeeze even more. Lift even higher. Yes, that's your standing split. One more round of breath. Awesome. From here, if you want to take this into handstand hops, you can. Otherwise, just step the left foot back. Step the right foot back to meet it. Flow through your vinyasa, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. That was so much fun. Let's do it again on the left. Inhale, lift your left leg up high to the sky. Hips are square. Left foot is flexed. Squeeze your left glute to lift the leg higher. Squeeze it to lift it even higher. Sink your right heel down toward the mat. See how much different this feels when you're using all your muscles? Yes. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Crunch it forward, make the connection. Inhale, send it up and back. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, twist. Send it up and back. Exhale, steps the left foot in between the hands. High crescent lunge, inhale to rise. Same thing, so you're standing on train tracks instead of a tightrope. Back leg is long and strong, so the back glute is active, squeezing it to lengthen the leg. The front glute is active for stability. You're squeezing it to keep you stable as you bend deeper. You're using it to open the knee up, so if it's collapsing in, you're pulling it open, right? Yeah, sink down a little deeper. See how much better this feels? Feels like you're doing something. Breathe, sink down a little deeper, tuck your tailbone under, engage your bottom two abs. Hang out for one more breath. Exhale, warrior two, back heel spirals down, open up. Left glute is more active now. You're using it to pull that knee open as you sink deeper. Not letting the hips feel unstable, you're squeezing the butt to engage all those muscles around the hip. One more breath. Inhale, reverse, left arm up and back. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tick-tock the arms to 12 and 6 on a clock. Do not let the left glute relax. Squeeze it to tuck your tailbone under your body, using it to spiral the chest open. 2 more rounds of breath. Keep it active. 1 more round of breath. Inhale, star pose, lift up. Toes point out, heels point in. I'm not showing you my butt. Awesome. Pelvic thrust. Tailbone under your body. Feel your butt engage. Sink down into your hips. Goddess. Sink down low. Hands anywhere except the thighs. Keep your chest open. Keep your gaze lifted. Sink down lower into your goddess. Awesome. You're opening your knees up like a book. Stay there for 2 more breaths. Can you open them up a little more? Can you sink a little lower? Find your power. 1 more breath. Inhale, star pose, lift up. Toes pivot in, heels out, wide leg forward fold. Stay for 3 breaths. That's that on that. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Hands to your hips. Inhale, star pose, rise to the flat back. Exhale, warrior two, left knee bends. Inhale, reverse, left arm goes up and back. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Pause right there, adjust as needed. We're going standing split. So, plant your left foot down. Lift your right leg up off the mat. Your right butt is doing a whole lot of work. So instead of letting the hips open up to the side, you're keeping your hips square. You're squeezing your right butt cheek to lift the leg higher. Left arm wraps around the left shin. Keep squeezing the right butt cheek. You're looking up at the right toes. It should be hard to see them because the leg's lifting so high because you're squeezing your butt so hard. Hang out for 2. Hang out for 1. If you want a handstand hop out of this, go for it. Otherwise, hands come down to the ground. Right foot steps back. Left foot steps back for your plank. Chaturanga. Upward and downward facing dog. It's really hard to do that and talk. Downward facing dog. Take a breath. Take 1 more breath. Just for giggles. We're going to go, I think, 1 more time through this. We might add on a little bit. We'll just have to see. Downward facing dog. On your inhale, send your gaze forward. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Fold, exhale. Chair pose on your inhale, rise with bent knees. So, your butt's probably a little more active than it was before, right? You're feeling all those muscles down there. We've activated your glutes. Now I want you to use them. Sink down lower into your chair pose. You can do it. You've got more in you than that. Sink down lower. Awesome. Big toes are touching. The knees are flaring inward. Use that to help you. Squeeze your knees against each other. Sink down lower. Your core is firing on. Tuck your tailbone under your body. Hang out for 5 breaths in your chair pose. Stay. Maybe you close your eyes down, but your chin stays lifted. We do not let our chins drop in my class. 4 more breaths in your chair pose. You can do this. Can you give me 1% more? Are you doing the best that you can? 3 more breaths in your chair. Sink down lower. You have more than this. Last 2. Come on. Last 1. Drop your butt all the way down to the ground. Boat pose. Last round of core, I think. Drop your butt down to the ground. Awesome. All right, we're doing some core. We're gonna start off with good old-fashioned, I call them accordions, and they're what I did because I couldn't do V-ups when I was a kid because I'm not coordinated enough. So basically, you're moving from a high to low boat, but you're doing it with a little more speed. You're not coming down into a full low boat. So instead of dropping down and holding and coming up and holding, we're gonna do it a little faster, accordion. So begin to extend and crunch. Extend and crunch. Let's go. 10, 9, crunch. 8, crunch. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to high boat. Beautiful. Rest for just a second. Just a second. Let's get back into it. Lift the legs. We're going to lower into a low boat. We're going to bring the arms back behind the head. We're going to keep the elbows wide. We're going to bicycle. Bend your right knee in. Left elbow, right knee. And then switch. And then switch. Try to keep your whole shoulder blade up off the ground the whole time. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep going. Lengthen through the legs. Legs are long. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give yourself a break. Just for a second, we're going to take some eagle crunches. It's going to be our last core exercise. I promise. Lay down on your back. Cross your right leg over your left. Beautiful. If you can get a full eagle wrap, go for it. Right arm crosses under your left arm, so you're in an eagle pose on your back. I want you to extend until your fingers are touching the ground overhead and your toes are touching the ground under you. Exhale, crunch the elbows to meet the knees. Inhale, extend, fingers and toes tap. Exhale, crunch, elbows to knees. Extend, crunch for 8, crunch, 7, crunch, 6, crunch, 5, crunch, 4, 3, I know you're feeling it, last 2, last 1, switch it out. Left leg over the right, full eagle wrap if you can. Left arm under the right. Again, full eagle wrap if you can. Fingers touch back behind you, toes tap the ground. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, extend. And crunch, extend. For 8, extend. 7, 6, come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome, let it go. Take a bridge pose. Feet come back down by the hips. Lift your butt up off the ground. So this bridge pose is a built-in stretch for your core, but it's also a little bit of work for the glutes, right? Don't let your knees splay open. Keep them in nice and close. Lift a little higher. Hands come down to the ground by your sides. Lift your right leg up. If this is too much, you can keep the knee bent. We're going to lower down to a hover and then lift up. Don't let your butt touch the ground. Lower, lift. Lower, lift. For 10, lift. 9, lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3, 2, 1. Switch it out. Drop the right, lift the left. Don't even think about it. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. For 10, lift. 9, lift. 8, lift. 7, 6, 5, lift. 4, last one, lift and lower. Grab behind your thighs, rock and roll, meet me in a downward facing dog. Take a second once you're there, let your hips splay out, let your knees kind of crowd in toward each other, get that stretch along the back line. We've got one more time through our flow. On your inhale, lift your right leg, three-legged dog. Keep lifting it. Lift it even higher, keep your hips square. The right glute is making all of this happen. Can you lift it even higher? Keep the hips square, do not open the right hip. Squeeze the right glute even more. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Hold it there or fly in your running man. Knee stays at the elbow for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, lift it up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Hold it right there for 3, 2, 1. Inhale it up and back. Exhale, right foot steps in between the hands. Inhale, woo, wobble. High crescent lunge, rise up. I want you to engage your butt as much as you can. Tuck your tailbone under, feel your core engage, sink down low into this. Find your breath. I'm stealing these from Dan. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Today's all about the pulses. We're gonna bend your left knee down to touch the ground. We're only doing 5. So we're gonna bend down and up. 5, down, 4, down, 3, down, 2, down, 1. Warrior 2, open up. You know so much more than that. I just saved your lives by not taking you through the whole thing. Feel the right knee bend a little deeper. Inhale, reverse, right arm up and back. Exhale, side angle, reach forward. Tick-tock the arms to 12 and 6. Getting a little into the obliques. Left arm comes up overhead at a diagonal. Keep pressing the left shoulder into the socket. Awesome. Right arm comes to meet it. You're holding onto a beach ball. I want you in one line from the left hand to the left foot, so what I don't want is this. Stay active, spiral your chest open, hang out for 3, 2, 1. Star pose, lift up. Toes out, heels in, tailbone tucks under. Goddess pose, sit down low. From here, lift your left heel off the ground. Maybe rock it a little side to side, try to sink down lower into your goddess. Maybe you pulse. Drop your left heel down, lift the right heel, same thing as before. Breathe. Maybe you pulse. Drop the heel, inhale, star pose. Toes in, heels out, wide leg forward, fold. Find your way there. Take 3 breaths. If you want to get upside down, get upside down. If you just want the stretch, just take the stretch. Try to pull the weight toward the balls of your feet again, allowing the heels to extend, the knees to straighten. I'm out of breath. One more round of breath in your wide-legged fold. Hands to your hips, inhale, star pose. Meet me here. Exhale, warrior 2, bend the right knee. Inhale, reverse again. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Standing split. Launch off the left leg. Right foot stays planted. Keep your hips square. What I mean by keep your hips square is what I don't want is this. I don't want you basically in a half moon, right? I want the hips to stay square. I want your left glute doing the work. You're pulling your chest toward your thigh. Right arm wraps around the right leg. You're squeezing your left glute up, 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 up. Look for it up behind you. One more breath. Same options as before. Hands stand out of it or step both feet back and flow through your vinyasa. Meet me in your downward facing dog. Take an extra breath. We have one more round through this and that's it. On your next inhale, lift your left leg. Don't think, just go. Lift it even higher. Keep the hips square, lift it even higher. Squeeze the left glute, extend through that left heel. Keep flexing the foot, lift it a little bit higher. Yes. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Hold it there, keeping the knee at the elbow for 3, 2, 1. Three-legged dog. Pull the left leg up and back. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, under the body cross. Make the connection, hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, pull it up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, steps the left foot in between your hands. Inhale, high crescent lunge, rise up. You guys have got this. The left leg is leading, the right leg is long back behind you. Left glute is feeling it. Back heel stacks over the back toes. We're gonna lower the right knee down and lift 5 times. Drop it down, lift 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warrior 2, spiral open. Stay in your warrior 2 just for breath. Pull the knee open instead of letting it collapse in. Inhale, reverse. Left arm goes up and back. Exhale, side angle. Reach forward, tick-tock your arms to 12 and 6 on a clock. You guys got this. It's like the last hard thing we do. Right arm up overhead at a diagonal. So we're here in your extended side angle. We're pulling the right arm up and over at a diagonal. We're bringing the left arm to meet it like we're hanging onto a beach ball. We're not letting this whole thing collapse. We're keeping it strong. Find some space between the chest and the upper thigh for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, star pose. Rise up, toes out, heels in. Exhale, goddess. Sink down low. Tuck your tailbone under. Hang out for just a breath. And then you're going to bring your hands to your thighs. You're going to pop your butt back behind you. You can begin to twist this out a little bit. Opening up through the lower body, opening up through the shoulders, through the inner thigh. One more breath. Inhale, star pose, rise up. Pivot the toes in, heels out, wide leg forward fold. Same options. You want to get upside down, get upside down. You want to hang out here, hang out here. Get that stretch. Allow the heels to extend. Weight toward the balls of the feet. That's it. Try to let your hips splay out just a little bit more, like you're shaking your butt. You'll know what I mean. You've been there. You've done that. A lot of you had kids. I know how those happen. Let's go one more round of breath. On your inhale, hands come to the hips, star pose. Rise with a flat back. Warrior 2, bend the left knee. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat for a standing split. So, hips are square. Launch off the back leg, lift the right leg. Do you see how high I start at? It's not very high, right? I'm keeping my hips square, and then I'm using my muscles to start to activate. So that was me turning on my right glute. That got me a little closer, right? I'm going to pull myself closer to the left leg, and then I'm going to squeeze the right glute a lot. I'm keeping the hips square, but look at how much better that one looks than what I started with. Hang out for 3, for 2. You can handstand out of this or step it back and flow through your last vinyasa. Meet me in a downward facing dog. You did it. You did it. All right. Let's get a lizard in. So you're in your downward facing dog. If you didn't hate me before, that everyone just groaned in unison, I'm sure. Inhale, lift your right leg up nice and high. Exhale, step your right foot outside your right hand. So my hands are both inside my right leg. I'm going to recommend bringing your left knee down to the mat and releasing the back toes. Whether you do it or not is entirely up to you. And then we're going to sink down into this. So my recommendations, as always, are to bring the back knee down. And my other recommendation is, if you can, bring the forearms down to the ground, or maybe down to a block or a book, or an unsuspecting child or pet. And just let this start to open up. Hang out here for a few rounds of breath. I'm going to move so I can show you something. You stay right where you are, though. So you're still in your lizard. You're hanging out, having a grand old time. So glad you came to yoga today, right? So we're in the lizard. We're right here. What we're going to do, this is my right knee. We're going to open the right knee up to the side. This is not a crooked monkey. This is like halfway to a crooked monkey. We're going lazy lizard. So I'm going to push the right knee open. My big toe is going to come up off the ground. My pinky toe is just going to stay planted. That's your IT band stretch. That's the money right there. Take a couple rounds of breath. Let that open up. Stretching out all those muscles we just worked. And then we can go for crooked monkey. So you stay in lazy lizard right where you are. I'm going back so I can show you the other one. We love teaching online. So much fun. Not a little ridiculous at all. You're in your lazy lizard. Bend the left knee up. Notice that my back quad muscle is on the ground. I'm not resting on my kneecap. I'm resting on the thigh above my kneecap. Right arm reaches up, reaches back for the back foot. What I'm not doing is I'm not sinking down into my left shoulder. I'm pressing the earth away. Awesome. And then I'm opening up through my chest. Like so, like that. Let's go 2 more rounds of breath. 1 more round of breath. Without slingshotting it, we like our limbs. Gently let the back foot go. Right arm wraps back around. Let's come back into a downward facing dog. Actually, let's take a half split. I'm so sorry. We're in lizard with the back knee planted. We're going to shift the hips up and back. We're going to keep the right heel down. We're going to keep the left knee down. My right leg is nice and long. Just for a breath or 2. Nice little built-in counter stretch. Don't even worry about it. Now, if you want an IT band stretch, you can start to play around with basically crossing over the right leg. So my hands cross over here. I'm getting an IT band stretch on the left-hand side. Ooh, it feels good. Nice side body stretch. All right, as you're ready, we're coming back into downward facing dog. Get there however you like. It doesn't even have to be pretty, no one's watching you. And then on your next inhale, we'll lift the left leg up. Exhale, lizard lunge, left foot steps outside the left hand. I'm gonna recommend dropping the back knee down. Sometimes I like to come up onto my fingertips to pull my chest through my arms and to really allow the back hip to drop. So if I'm hunching, right, my hips are lifting. But if I'm pulling my chest through and forward, the natural reaction for my hips is to push down a little bit. And that feels good. Oh, y'all got me sweaty. And I didn't even do most of it. So hang out right here. Again, if it's accessible, if you can come down to forearms or bring your forearms down to any of the aforementioned props, go ahead and do it. All right, again, don't jump the gun on me here. We're going lazy lizard first. Press into the left knee, push it open. Left big toe lifts up off the mat. The pinky toe edge stays planted. You're halfway to your crooked monkey. You can stay on your forearms for this whole thing, but if you get to a point where it's inaccessible, you can come back up onto the palms. Feel that IT band stretch, yes sir. One more round of breath in your lazy lizard. From here, bend the back knee up. Reach the left arm up and back, catch the back foot. Again, I'm not sinking down into this. I'm pressing the earth away, either through the hand or through the elbow. We come back up onto the palm, because I just like that one a little better. Grab the back foot, use it to open up your chest. Get a little dramatic with it. Oh my God. I always think of like, I don't even know, like ladies in waiting and fainting couches. This is what this reminds me of, just, oh! So you can think of that if you like. Let's go one more breath. Without slingshotting, we like our back foot. Gently release it, let it go. Reach the left arm back around. We're taking a half split. So pull the left knee back in line, and then send the hips back, keeping everything planted. So left heel stays on the ground, right knee stays on the ground. My left leg is long and strong. You can collapse your whole body weight onto the sucker if you want to feel amazing. One more round of breath. And then let's come back to downward facing dog. However you like to get there, stretch it out, you do you boo. You know, could be a little bit of a stop, drop, and roll situation. That's okay. All right, how are we doing on time? Oh, we're magnificent on time. We have time for I was gonna say my last favorite stretch. It is my most favorite stretch. I like to do it last. So, sit on your butts. Please, meet me here. We're gonna do a fire log stretch. I'm gonna sit back a little bit. Of course, I'm wearing all black, so you want to be able to see my legs. It's fine, it's totally fine. We can adapt. So, fire log. If you've taken my class before, chances are you've done it because I love this pose. You're gonna stack your right shin on top of your left shin, like so. If this is a no-go for you, here's the deal. It doesn't matter what it looks like. So even if this knee is way up here, if this isn't painful, keep it. If it's painful, you're gonna go crisscross applesauce, right shin in front of the left. I want you to look down in between your legs. I want you to be able to see a triangle of whatever you're sitting on, mat, ground, air, if you're levitating, you never know. I want you to make sure you can see a triangle of it. If all you can see is your bottom leg, I would encourage you to try to push that left shin forward a little bit so you get that nice openness through both hips. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna inhale your spine nice and long, and we're gonna exhale, just fold this sucker down, just like so. You may find that you move an inch, you may find your forehead on the ground. Either way, you're doing it, you're in it, you're killing it. Good job, A+. Sink down into it. I need a shower. Oh, you. As always, thank you guys for taking class with us. In case you just stumbled upon this, I'm Virgo Yoga Girl on Instagram. I take requests and all sorts of stuff on there. Also, if you DM me any weird yoga questions, I will answer them. So, you know, good stuff happening there. But yeah, thank you for donating to our teachers. Thank you for keeping us going. How's everybody doing? Seriously, DM me, I'll answer you. I know you can't see my face. This is kind of strange, but let's go 2 more breaths. And then 1 more breath. Awesome. On your inhale, go ahead and sit this up. I'm gonna move you guys a little bit. Hello. We're just gonna do the other side. So, left shin on top of the right. See, isn't this more fun, even though you can't see the top half of my head? Who needs it? Left shin on top of the right. Same thing as before. So if this is uncomfortable, I want you to change it by crossing the left shin in front of the right. But if all that's happening is your left knee is lifted and you're a little self-conscious, unless it hurts, let it go, boo. You're doing it, you're in it. So, left knee on top of the right. Inhale for length. Exhale, fold this down. And then start to breathe. There is a teeny tiny spider crawling across my floor right in front of you, but I don't think you can see it. All right, let's take a couple more rounds of breath here. We'll go 3 more rounds of breath. And then on your next inhale, we'll slowly start to lift this up, finding your way back to a seat. Let's go ahead and cross the legs. Find a comfortable seat. You guys stay right there. Close down your eyes and start to breathe. There it is. There's our angle. Legs crossed, mad chilling. Finding a moment, just taking a moment with your body, with your breath. Grounding down through your sits bones. Letting everything just kind of flop open wherever it feels good. 5 rounds of breath, all on your own. Awesome. Then as you're ready, we're gonna roll onto your backs. So here's the deal. We did just about as much back strengthening as we did front strengthening. So I need you to turn your brain on just for a second. I need you to figure out what's gonna feel best in your body. It may be back bending, either through like more bridge, maybe even a wheel to lengthen through the front side of your body. Or it may be back rounding, legs up the wall, shoulders stand, plow. So take a second, use your monkey brain. What feels good in your body right now? What's more tight? We want to do the opposite of what's tight. So if your back is super tight, we're going to go back rounding. If your core is super tight, we're going to go back bending. So I want you to take a few moments. I want you to take any of those poses that feel good. That's what we're going to do. Anything at all. Awesome. Let's go 5 more rounds of breath wherever you are. You can switch it up a little bit. You can take a happy baby in there if you like. Anything at all that feels good. Awesome. And then as you're ready, all that we have left is Shavasana. Finding your way there on your own time, rolling onto your back, taking any last poses that you need. Like always on live streams, I like to let you go in Shavasana. My hopes are that you have a few more minutes that you can stay. So once again, thank you guys all for being here. Thank you for donating. Thank you for your support. The light, the love, the student in me sees and reflects the light, the love, and the teacher in you. As always, please know that I am proud of you and that I love you. Please stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. But when you're ready for the rest of your day, it's ready for you. Namaste.